Hi, my name is Brenda Wanjiru, class of 2025 from Pilates Academy, Africa. I was on my own personal fitness journey. So I started at the gym, going there, doing exercises. I realized I didn't like most of the high intense HIIT exercises. And then I was seeing Pilates videos online and I was seeing how controlled and slow it is and how low impact it was. From my first experience, I loved it, and I wanted to take the course from there because of that curiosity. I definitely wanted to do exercises that I also was enjoying, and I wasn't enjoying the high intensity burpees, that jumping up and down. And I saw like on Pilates, you also get the challenge, but it's also low impact. My expectations was definitely to deepen my knowledge. I felt like I wanted more. And the reformer wasn't enough for me. I wanted the mat, the card, like the full thing. I felt like if I am good at the full apparatus, I felt like I'll be a more confident teacher. And yeah, that was the expectation coming in, just to deepen my knowledge. It's been amazing. Wangari is a very hands-on teacher. First of all, I loved that it had a flexible schedule, considering I was here doing the course while at the same time working my 9 to 5. So I definitely loved that. And I loved that Wangari was very hands-on in the classes. And we got also to work with Fred, who's a physiotherapist. He got to teach us more on anatomy and tell us, give us more knowledge in terms of the human body. So my experience has been amazing. My experience has been eye-opening, just seeing how the different exercises translate from the mat to the reformer to the Cadillac, how they work for different bodies, for different conditions. What works on a certain person might not work on a different person. Identifying the special conditions with the special population. So it's been very eye-opening not to just have a narrow view of Pilates, but to think of it as, how can I teach this to accommodate everybody that comes into a studio? From the outside, I think the world look at it through rose-colored eyes in terms of it's this glamorous form of exercise. But the real work, I think Joseph Pilates started it for everybody, including the injured. It's just not a high glam studio Pilates. It's for everybody, whether you're pregnant, you're elderly, you stopped working out at some point and want to get back to it, you got injured, you had surgery. There's the rehabilitative side of it. I felt like I was doing a lot, especially balancing everything, balancing my job and also balancing school. I felt like I was in a high pressure job and also balancing here. So that it wasn't necessarily a low point, but I felt like it pushed me in terms of my resilience, and yeah, it was challenging in a good way. My high point was, I felt like this cohort, we were with students who are also like working like me. So there was a lot of relatability in terms of how do we were just supporting each other mentally. How do we make sure we lock in our hours? So I felt like I wasn't necessarily an outlier. It felt like a very supportive community. One of my best highlights was observing Wangari teach. I think you really see Pilates at work. You can see how she's able to cue the body, how she's able to transition from one exercise to another. Yeah, and once you see her teach, you really gain perspective. Wangari was very flexible and open. If something came up and you were not able to make to class, you would always like push the class so that everyone is there to experience the class. My aspiration is to teach Pilates, teach more bodies, work with different clients, different conditions, spread this love to everyone and just show that movement can be for everyone. Yeah, definitely. I feel like there's a demand for Pilates instructors, not only in Kenya, I feel like also Africa. I'm very hopeful about the future. I'm very hopeful about teaching not only Kenya, even internationally. And I feel like this course has definitely given me the confidence to be able to, aspire for more. Yeah, come learn at Pilates Academy Africa. Be ready to be committed. I don't know if I should say this, but Wangari will not only want you to be a good instructor, but she will want you to be an excellent instructor. So she will be there every step of the way to give you detailed feedback. And that is also something that I really appreciated about the academy, in terms of there's always that detailed feedback. She's very hands-on, and yeah, come, register, you'll love it.